What's going on, Bills fans? This is Bills Latest. We are brought to you by FanArc. And how about TJ Parker? Guy wants it. He says, give me number 99. I'm about to be a wrecking ball in this league, an absolute wrecking ball. And with Chubb there, he doesn't have to be explosive immediately, but he is going to start day one. And I honestly think he's going to produce. I like at least hearing that he's got that dog in him. We're going to have to see it come mini camps and all that kind of stuff and see how it translates in the regular season. But I like that dog. That's exactly what I said this defense needs. They need somebody to go out there and want to just wreck people. That just want to go out there and hit hard. Gardner Johnson loves it. Loves it. And we kind of talked about yesterday how so many of the ex-Buffalo Bills defensive free agents are still out there unsigned. Sucks for them because they just got replaced in a heartbeat. And that's kind of what I wish Coleman would get through his head. The NFL isn't going to wait for you. You either catch up or fall behind. These leagues don't wait. They just go. You're either on the ship or you're off the ship. And TJ Parker, he might want to be the captain of that ship. That defensive ship. So that's a ballsy move going with 99. You better live up to the hype. And I think he might. I don't know. A lot of people dogged him because Clemson was dog shit last year. Dabo Swinney hasn't been a good coach in a few years. He can't recruit like he used to anymore. Clemson isn't the old Clemson that would occasionally upset Alabama. That whole team had a down year. And he still produced sacks, still had tackles for loss. Get him on a team that is clicking and is good and is on a playoff hunt. You tend to get different animals. Christian McCaffrey was always great on the Carolina Panthers. Always great. But how much better is he as a 49er? Guy's the best running back we've ever seen with the 49ers. Just a better franchise. Always in contention. That stuff helps a player's mentality big time. Big time. And I love the mentality TJ Parker's already coming in with. This guy wants it. He wants to just go out there and hit. And that's what we need, man. We need a different mentality on that side of the ball. We need to essentially get angrier on that side of the ball. Not play stupid, but be out there to want to hit. Because you got to strike some fear into the other offenses occasionally, right? Tell them, hey, yeah, the middle's open for a reason. You catch it, you're going to get popped. Let them know, and let them know often. And I like what TJ Parker's about, man. I think this kid could be a stud pick. It could be a sneaky stud pick. But let's talk about a little bit of our competition, huh? The New York Jets. How has Garrett Wilson had 1,000 yards every year with them? How? It's incredible. That guy's on another team with a competent quarterback. Holy shit. I can't believe I'm going to say this. Jets are going to be okay, I think. I'm sorry, Jets fans. I know this is your time of the year where April, May, this is when you guys win. This is when you're always undefeated. But none of you actually expect to do anything well in the season. But I think you just might. because there's rumors coming out of Las Vegas that that whole team was a mess. Carroll was a mess, and it all wasn't Geno Smith's fault. Because Geno Smith wasn't terrible when he was with the Seahawks. A lot of people said he reinvented his career. There were Jets fans wanting him. They would have been like, oh, yeah, we want him back. They think that every quarterback comes to them is shit, and then they go away and they're great. Sam Darnold, Geno Smith. Geno Smith, the first one to come back after being shit with the Jets, then good, and now back with the Jets. Could be interesting. I think he's good. I think he's going to do better than he did in Vegas. And again, Garrett Wilson has had 1,000 yards with no real quarterback. If Geno Smith is just average, I don't know how he doesn't get 1,000 again. I really don't. And maybe Breece Hall has a little bit of a comeback. He's had a couple down years. Again, a lot of that has to do with the Jets. No passing game, no offense. Because he's a great running back. They draft Omar Cooper Jr. They got some pieces. They're definitely trying to make it enticing for whatever quarterback they want next year, if that's the route they go, to come and play there. But I think Geno Smith might be a good little stepping stone. I think they're going to end up being better than the Dolphins. I think they'll have a better record than the Dolphins. And I'm kind of expecting New England to fall off a bit. I'm expecting a little slump in Drake May. And more shit just keeps coming out about Rossini and Vrabel. It's unreal. Before you know it, we're going to see a video from like 1996 of these two. Holy cow. I don't think I've seen a sports story like this just keep running for as long as it has ran. It's honestly kind of shocking that new stuff just keeps getting developed. But I think that hurts, obviously, New England. Vrabel's got all this other bullshit going on. It's going to be a lot more hard to focus. And again, we talked about how is his team going to buy into what he sells now, because he doesn't even buy it. I think there's a real opportunity for the Jets to work their way out of the gutter, for lack of a better phrase. But I think there's a real chance. Because, like I said, Wilson has had 1,000 every year with a shit quarterback. If Geno Smith is just average, they're going to at least have a wide receiver with 1,000 yards. And you got Omar Cooper coming in, so you got a new fresh target. They have some things. Breece Hall. It'll be interesting. But speaking of interesting, let me know if you guys think this is interesting. I already know my opinion on this. Skylar Bell hasn't signed a contract yet. No ink. 0 ink. Parker is signed. Does that scare you guys? Doesn't scare me. Doesn't scare me. This is business as usual. I forget who it was, but somebody last year signed like the day before the start of training camp. This is nothing new. This is a giant fat nothing burger. He will be signed. He will be on the team. All will be well. All this is let's see where we get this budget at, where we get this cap space at, and let's see how it all falls together. See what we can get done. Because that's all it's about. That is all it is about. If you think Skylar Bell is going to hold out, I'll take that bet. I'll say he doesn't. Pretty confidently. Because again, this is nothing unusual. Happens for every team, every year. Sometimes even through training camps. up until the first week of the regular season. And a lot of the guys still participate in all of the workouts. Just business, folks. It is just business. So don't get scared. Skylar Bell will be a Buffalo Bill. He will sign a deal. It's just a matter of time, not a matter of if. It's a matter of when. But how do we feel about this? Who's scarier? Jets or the Dolphins? I think you guys already know where I stand. I think I'm going to go Jets. Just because Malik Willis hasn't done it for a full year, every game, day in, day out. They get rid of Waddle. You got Achane there. Your defense has been gutted. I think it could be the Dolphins being the bottom feeder of the East this year. I really do. I think the Jets will have a better record than the Miami Dolphins. And a lot of that is just simply because they now have an average quarterback. If Geno Smith gets hurt, that's sports. If something happens with Geno, then yeah, no chance. But as long as Geno Smith is there and is healthy, I think they're going to have a better record. I just do. I just don't see the Dolphins have brand new everything, literally everything. That's going to be hard to come out of the gate fast. Or Geno Smith has actually at least been there. A lot of their core pieces have been there. Cooper's really the only new addition. But I'm taking the Jets over the Dolphins. I'd love to know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Please leave a comment and let me know, and then I will be sure to read it, and I will. I'm going to read it. I'll read it. But that has been it for today's Bills, the latest, folks. Again, we appreciate y'all. We are brought to you by FanArc. We hope you hit that like and subscribe button down below. It helps us out tremendously. We hope you all have a great weekend, and we'll be back with more next week. See ya.